actor siya, poet, music lover, and in fact, marunong siyang mag-gitara.
It has been mentioned many times that he used to be ang tawag development noon para sa mga
The things that we did today ay yung pong celebration of Radio Veritas Asia has shown it has a potent political punch. Its main aim remains spreading God's word in all of Asia, Middle East, and Europe.
It is the Asian voice of Christianity because what we try to bring out are Christian values, Catholic values, and also to help in the human development.
RVA has been transmitting via the shortwave band in 14 languages for 25 years now. Its mission, the evangelization and human development of the world.
It's not a conversion that you call.
Well, then what is it?
Well, it is sharing your faith. You share your faith. Meaning, because when you say convert, you want them to transfer from one religion to the other. People will be saved. Anybody will be saved as long as you are true to your religion.
Radio Veritas audience are not just the Christians, but the non-Christians as well, especially those that belong to the silent church.
This terminology used before to signify the church in the socialist or communist country, wherein the church cannot speak. They are silent maybe in relation to other countries or to other churches or to the church in other countries. They don't have the link, the open link we can say, with their brothers and sisters, Catholic, in other countries.
With Radio Veritas programs, these people get to know more about Christ.
It shows really that the Holy Father, the Pope, the Church, believe in the power of media and believe in our work.
Last December, President Fidel V. Ramos gave Radio Veritas Asia an indefinite franchise as a gift to the Pope.
Our commitment goes on. We will continue the evangelization and the human development programs according to the need of the time.
For the World Youth Day Papal Visit 95 coverage, this is Nia Lopez reporting.
Gabi po sa inyong lahat, mga kaibigan.
Tuntua lalo rin yung mga nakikinig talaga sa Radio Veritas. Hindi lang po dito sa atin sapagkat Radio Veritas broadcasts in 14 different languages.
Pero mga kaibigan, wag niyo i-confuse yung Radio Veritas Asia dun sa CNN Veritas. Magkaiba po 'yon. Yung CNN Veritas commercial po. Itong Radio Veritas Asia ay nakadepende po sa donations, mostly from Germany, Joey.
Yung ang nag-fund nung araw nito yung Federal Republic of Germany at saka ito'y 1958 nung itatag.
They they broadcast po on shortwave to many countries in Asia and in many different languages.
Pero ang pinaka nila, transmitter nila ay nasa Zambales.
Opo.
Yeah, hindi ako nagkakamali. Magbabalik pa po tayo, magpapatuloy po ang ating live coverage ng Papal Visit for Travel.
When I grow up, I'm going to enter the different. Huh? Paint a rainbow in the sky. Ako magpapaint ng Ipinay-ninuha, pinamot ang hina. Pag pinipinipin nyo, ipinay masisira. Kailangan Colgate ng calcium.
Tanging Colgate ang may pinagsamang calcium at zinc fluorides. Nanunuot sa ngipin kaya ito'y puno ng lakas.
With Colgate Superior Decay Protection, ngipin ay mas malakas. Ngipin ay mas masaya. Bye-bye, Decay.
audience will get to him. Because of the Vatican, the Pope is much further from his balcony. So this is really a vantage point, and I think a very special occasion for those people who are there.
Yes, it is definitely. You can hear the cheers from the crowd at what he is saying, and even if they can't understand what he's saying, they're happy to be this close to him, and they're just happy that he has come out on the balcony before he leaves. You can hear them now. Everyone's straining to hear what he's saying, but I don't think it matters so much to them that they understand what he's saying as much as that he's out there addressing them. We're still trying to hear what he is saying to the crowd. And so anyway, people are starting to move because they're getting ready for him to be on his way to the Mia. And now we will go over to Rico and Grace at the Admiral.
Okay, magandang hapon ulit. Andito po kami sa Quirino Avenue. Kasama ko po si Grace de la Peña.
Excited na excited kasama ng mga tao dito.
Kanina po sinabi namin, andito lang po mga 200 to 300 people, but it has swelled to almost 5,000 people. Nandito po sila sa hilera ng Quirino Avenue.
Maging sa island, talagang nakatayo sila sa mga island sa gitna ng kalye, no? Para kung kahit saang banda dumaan ng Papa, malapit sila.
Oo,
siniguro na nila.
Yung mga ibang nandito nga sa kalagitnaan, para pwede silang tumakbo sa northbound o sa southbound lane. At saka, alam mo, what's very interesting what I saw in some of the newspapers this morning, isang headline, no? Till we meet again. Sa huling pagbabalik muli ng ating mahal na Santo Papa na si Pope John Paul II.
Sana nga, tulad din sinabi mo kanina, hindi ito ang huling pagkakataon nating makita ang mahal na Papa ng personal.
During yung Webes, everyone was really euphoric.
May excitement na nangyayari.
Dito. Ayan po. Pumunta na po sila sa daan. Meron na sila nakikitang isang motorsiklo dumadaan Dumadag sana po sila sa
maraming false
daan.
Alarm, no? Pag may parang may mga siren lang Tingnan natin ngayon sa Annunciature kung ano nangyayari sa lugas ng mahal na Papa.
Jimmy.
Okay, thank you, Rico and Grace. People at the Annunciature are trying to position themselves in the best places from where they can see the Pope when he leaves the Annunciature for Mia. Earlier, everyone was crowded around here, but now everyone is pressing up against the divider across the Annunciature. Jimmy, how do you think the people are reacting that this is the last time they'll probably get to see the Pope?
Well, as excited as ever, kaya po mga kaibigan, sila po ay dahan-dahan ng tumutulak. Mapapansin niyo po sa ating mga camera, sila po ay dahan-dahan ng naglalakad patungo po sa kanto ng Taft Avenue at Quirino Avenue, kung saan nila inaasang mula po dito sa Annunciature ay kakanan po ang papal entourage gamit po yung northbound lane ng Taft Avenue, kakanan po ng Quirino Avenue. Kaya ang karamihan po ng mga narito ay dahan-dahan na po umuusad para makita po nila sa ikalawang pagkakataon sa umagang ito ang Santo Papa na nagbigay po sa kanya ng kanyang bendisyon. Yes, Melissa.
Right. If there are any questions from you, Cheche, we're willing to take them now.
Okay, that crowd seems like it is not going to leave until the Pope boards his Pope Mobile. Have you been able to confirm whether he is in fact taking his Pope Mobile?
Yes, actually we haven't been able to confirm, but I'm quite sure he will, since on Friday they had a Mercedes-Benz waiting for him, but he insisted on taking the Pope Mobile because he knew people wanted to see him. And I'm sure he knows people want to see him today on his last day.
I see. You know, in the closing ceremony last night, we were mentioning that he spoke in 11 languages with greetings to the youth. You were at the youth vigil, Melissa, were you?
No, I believe Karen was there. But I know that he mentioned that even though everyone was speaking different languages, they all had a common message.
We've been told by the security that they might choose alternate routes for the trip of the Pope from the Annunciature
into the old Manila International Airport. And so therefore, is the crowd there aware of this possible change in plans? Are they planning to move to other sites to try and catch the Pope again?
No, actually they're not. They're not prepared because they think that he will be taking the same route he took when he arrived. So they're pretty much lined up along that same route.
Okay, thank you, Melissa and Jimmy. Thank you for your report. We saw the Pope come into the picture earlier when he waved to the crowds from his balcony, which is a replication of what he does at the Vatican every Sunday when he gives his blessings to the people at the Vatican Square. I was saying earlier that this is quite lucky for the people there at the Nunciature because this is probably the closest they'll ever get to the Pope. It's much closer than it usually is at the Vatican. Earlier, the anchors on site were talking about what the Pope has been delivering as messages to the youth. One of the most distinguished points of his speeches have been to exhort the youth to join the clergy, to giving them a call to have more vocations in service of the Catholic Church. He also spoke about the Lord saying to us, "As the Father sent me, so am I sending you." And our response, as he said, should be, "Here I am, Lord, send me." Now that is quite a exhortation to the youth who have taken up this challenge of the Pope. Apparently there were only about 350 delegates that came from 16 countries all over the world. But the bulk of the youth came from the Philippines and the many archdioceses that sent delegates to the World Youth Forum. Jimmy, is there any other update that we have from the Nunciature?
Right now we don't have an update, but Judge, I would just like to say that when you mentioned this is the closest the crowd has gotten to the Pope, since it's very far from the Vatican, well, when he stays at the Vatican, the crowd is very far. This is probably the most crowded Taft Avenue has been in years, and I'm sure the people who live along the street will be a little bit sad to see the crowds leaving with the Pope.
That's right. And speaking about the World Youth Day again, which concluded yesterday, many of our videos showed what they call the Jubilee Cross. And I think for many people who have not had a chance to see the Jubilee Cross, this was a cross which was given by Pope John Paul II when he declared the Jubilee celebration in 1983. And that was called the Jubilee Year of the Redemption. And the Jubilee Cross was then given to the different youth when World Youth Day was held in the different places. As you know, this is the 10th World Youth Day celebration, and every other year the celebration is held outside of the Vatican. Every other year it is held in Rome, but beginning in 1987, the first World Youth Day was held in Buenos Aires in Argentina, and then...
Bueno, sa pagpapatuloy po natin...
Oh, there's Jimmy.
Sa pagpapatuloy po natin dito sa Taft Avenue, mga kaibigan, ay katulad nga po kanina, pagkatapos pong magbigay ng kanyang huling basbas ang Santo Papa, ang karamihan po sa mga tao ay umusad patungo po doon sa kanto ng Taft Avenue at Quirino Avenue. Sa mga oras na ito, bagamat ang Santo Papa ay hindi pa po talaga namang lumalabas ng Nunciature, halos kalahati po ng bilang ng mga taong nasa harapan niya ang umusad na nga po, ngunit malaki-laki pa rin po ang bilang ng mga taong matyagang nag-aantay sa pagbubukas po ng Berdeng Gate ng Nunciature na magbabadya po naman ng pagsisimula ng pag-alis ng Santo Papa mula sa Pilipinas. Inaasahan po na mula po dito sa Taft Avenue, siya po ang papal entourage ay babaybayin ang kahabaan ng Quirino Avenue hanggang sa Rojas Boulevard, at mula Rojas Boulevard tutuloy po yan sa Old Mia. At sa kahabaan po naman ng Rojas Boulevard, meron po tayong mga tatlong GMA news teams na magbibigay po sa inyo ng pinakahuling ulat kaugnay po ng pag-alis o pag-alisa ng Papa sa ating bansa. Naging excited o naging masaya at galag na galag po ang ating mga kababayan dito sa harapan nang bigla na lamang buksan po yung balkonahe. Sapagkat yung balkonahe, Melissa, yan para naging traditional na, no, sa higit kumulang 5 araw ng pananatili ng Papa dito, na sa tuwing bubuksan yung balkonahe, umaasa o makakatiyak ang ating mga kababayan na susungaw po ang Papa at magbibigay po ng kanyang basbas. At bueno, base po sa indikasyon dito sa harapan ng Papal Nunciature ay nagsisimula na pong kumilos ang Papal entourage at ito nga po ay mangangahulugan na siya ay tutulak na patungong Old MIA. Yes, Melissa?
Yes, speaking of the balcony, as you were earlier, he has been serenaded several times since he's been here, and the really major serenade was held last Friday when 3 choirs serenaded him. That was the Coro de San Antonio, the Festival Choir, and the UPLB Choir. That night they sang about 5 Filipino songs before Pope John Paul II came out on the balcony to congratulate them on their marvelous voices, and then he asked for more. So,
Melissa, ano-ano kanta ang kinanta doon sa harana? Ano yung mga the songs you can remember?
Gano Kita Mahal, and they also sang Handel's Hallelujah and Holy Father. And they sang some other Tagalog songs as well, about 4 or 5 Tagalog songs.
Did the Pope join in, no?
No, he just looked like he was really enjoying. He was sitting there, he was standing there, watching and savoring their voices. And now it looks like he's getting ready to...
sa loob ng ilang sandali, mga kaibigan, ay bubuksan na po ang gate ng Papal Nunciature na magbabadya po ng pagsisimula ng mahabang paglalakbay ng Santo Papa Melissa patungo naman ng Papua New Guinea, kung hindi ako nagkakamali, ano? At eto, misa na namang naglulundagan at nagsisigawan po ang ating mga kababayan. At siguro, sabi nga, may kasabihan tayo sa Pilipino, yung huling hirit. Baka sakaling makahirit pang uli at kahit pa paano ay madagdagan ng basbas o bendisyon ng Santo Papa. Yun lang po ang pinakadahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon po dito ng overnight vigil. Sa lahat po ng gabing natili ang Santo Papa dito sa Nunciature ay hindi po kukulangin sa 3,000 ang taong nag-overnight dito po sa harapan. At iisa po ang kanilang pakay, yan po ay kanilang matanggap ang blessing, so ang pagbabasbas ng Santo Papa. Yes, Melissa?
Yes, it's very sad to see him leave, especially for me because I feel I've lived here with him since his arrival. As you can see, the party is on its way out. So, the Pope is coming out now. He is on his way out of the Nunciature, and people are getting very, very excited about it because they're trying to catch their last glimpse of Pope John Paul II before he leaves. Earlier they were chanting, John Paul II, we love you. And
nasa loob pa, no? Melissa, nasa loob pa yung Papa, pero ito ay nakatakdang lumabas anumang oras in a few minutes time siguro lalabas ang Papa upang tumuloy dito sa Taft Avenue, Quirino Avenue, lulusot ng Ross Boulevard papunta sa Old MIA. Patuloy po umiiral ang kagaang halo, naghahalo po ang emosyon dito, galak at lungkot. Galak sapagkat pinagbigyan tayo muli ng Santo Papa at lungkot sapagkat siya po ay paalis na.
Okay, he's coming out of the Nunciature now, and people are getting very, very excited as this is their last time to see Pope John Paul II. We're very happy to be able to
Melissa, nandiyan ang Pope Mobile. Lumalabas ang Pope Mobile sa mismong nasa harapan natin at pumihit po patungong kanan at dahan-dahan pong umaalis at dahan-dahan pong umuusad At patuloy po ang Papa na magbigay po ng kanyang pagbabasbas sa tao. At ito po ay sinasalubong po naman ng buong init. Katulad nga po ng sinabi namin sa inyo kanina lamang mga kaibigan, ang mga tao po ngayon ay lahat sabay-sabay na kumikilos patungo po sa kanto ng Taft Avenue at Quirino Avenue. At doon sa Quirino Avenue, inaasahan natin na kahit papano ay meron din pong mga libo-libo mga tao nag-aantay sa Santo Papa. Ayun po, nagsisipagtakbuhan ng tao at sa harapan ng Santo Papa, yung papal entourage ay isang 6x6 na puno-puno po ng PNP personnel na handa po magbigay ng seguridad sa Papa. Dahan-dahan pong umuusad, papalapit na po ngayon sa kanto ng Taft at Quirino Avenue ang Pope Mobile. Ito po ay dahan-dahan ng pag-usad sa kadahilan ng biglang-bigla pong lumusob ang mga tao at patuloy pong nagpapakita ng kanilang pagmamahal sa Santo Papa. Yes, Melissa?
Yes, well, the crowd is getting rather rowdy out here. Everyone's pushing and shoving, trying to get their last glimpse of Pope John Paul II. We are very, very sad to see him go, as people have been here day in and day out since his arrival. And as you can tell, the Pope is going very slow in the Pope Mobile. I believe that is upon his insistence, because he knows that this is the last time they're going to get to see him for quite some time. And he seems to be very sensitive towards what the people want and their feelings, and he knows that they do want to see as much of him as they can before he leaves. So people here are trying to run after the Pope as he is on his way to Mia.
That's right, Melissa. Naranasan po natin yung crowd surge kanina po lamang na halos pati po yung aking override ay natangay po ng tao sa dami po ng biglang-biglang nagsipagtakbuhan sa pagtatanggang habulin po o abutin muli ang Santo Papa. Ang maigi po naman dito ay mabagal ang daloy o ang andar ng Pope Mobile. At sa mga oras na ito ay malamang ang Pope Mobile ay nasa Quirino na at siya po, marami po mga tao dito ang nagsisipag-iyakan habang partikular po yung mga matatandang babae sa tuwing makikita po ang Santo Papa na ngayon po ay dahan-dahang binabaybay ang kahabaan ng Quirino Avenue patungo po sa Rojas Boulevard na kung saan po naman ito'y kakaliwa patungong Old Mia.
Ayan mga kaibigan, maraming salamat Jimmy. Andito na po, malapit na po dito sa kinaroroonan namin ang Pope Mobile kung saan sakay ang ating mahal na Santo Papa, si Pope John Paul II. At siya ay
sila sa island para makita nila. Dahil sa kabilang side yata dadaan ng mahal na Papa.
At kakaliwa siya sa Ross Boulevard papunta sa Old Mia.
Yung kanyang security escort at inaantay na natin ang pagdaanan ng mga oras. Anumang sandali ngayon ng Pope Mobile.
Alam mo kanina, Grace, may mga plano, no, yung mga security, ang Presidential Security Group na palitan yung rota for security purposes. Pero mukhang sinabi ng mahal na Santo Papa na kailangan daanan niya yung original niyang rota.
Para hindi naman ma-disappoint yung mga
Para hindi ma-disappoint.
Natatanaw mo na Rico, yung Pope Mobile. Naririnig na natin yung mga sirena. At yung mga tao kumakaway na bandaroon.
Ayan po, nakikita na rin po namin ang Pope Mobile na kung sakay ang ating mahal na Santo Papa, His Holiness Pope John Paul II.
Kung gaano kainit yung pagtanggap nila nung Webes, ay ganoon naman ka-emotional ang kanilang pagpapaalam sa ating mahal na Papa, si Pope John Paul II.
Ito po siya sa kanyang Pope Mobile, blessing the Filipino people as he is about to turn left on Ross Boulevard. Ayan po, nakikita po rin natin ang mga Pilipino talaga pong
nagpapaalam na sila, kumakaway, may mga nadadapa pa.
Mabilis yata ang takbo niya rito sa Quirino Avenue.
Tignan natin kung nakikita na nila Margot Georgette. Nasa Ross Boulevard na ngayon ng Pope Mobile. At yung mga tao nakangiti.
Pero para sa lahat ng mga Pilipino dito, sa lahat ng mga Kristiyano, mga Katoliko, just to catch a glimpse of His Holy Father ay lumabas ng mga emosyon, umiiyak, naghahalakaka.
Nakakalungkot talaga na pagpapaalam na tayo sa kanya. Ganun ba kabilis dati nang dumaan siya dito sa Admiral?
Hindi, kasi dito, sa kahabaan ng Ross Boulevard, no, at Kirill Avenue, mabagal ang takbo ng Popobile sa tagsa ng tao, sa mahigit mga 1 milyon ng mga tao nandito sa Ross Boulevard.
Pansin mo, hindi sila masyad nag-cheer, no? Ito ay more of a goodbye. Kumakaway sila na talagang nagpapaalam sa kanya at nagpapasalamat na nag-iwan siya sa atin ng mga mensaheng mahalaga na sana naman we should take it from there and do our part and follow His words.
Ngayon, papunta na si Mahal na Papa sa lugar ng Hyatt Hotel na kung saan andun ang ating mga kasamahan na si Margo Ortigas at si Georgette Tenco.
Medyo mababa po ngayon ang energy level dito sa May Hyatt at tulad ng sinabi ng ating mga kasama talagang malungkot talaga ang mga tao
Ngunit napakaswerte ng mga taong nagpunta dito sa Ross Boulevard ngayon. Manipis ang tao, manipis ang crowd. So halos single file lang sila. Kitang-kita po nila talaga pag dumaan ng Papa. Talagang kitang-kita po nila at magbabasbasan po sila talagang lahat.
At doble ang lungkot ngayon because it seems magmula nung unang araw na dumating siya talagang parang kapayapaan at peace na dumating kasama ng Papa, no? So for 5 days, it seemed that everything was perfect, nothing was wrong, no? With life in the Philippines in the 5 days that the Pope was here.
Parang yung peace and tranquility na nakikita po natin sa mukha ng Papa ay parang na-translate din sa feeling po ng mga Pilipino. Parang yung nakikita po natin sa mukha po ng Papa, ng Santo Papa, ay parang talagang ramdam na ramdam po natin mga Pilipino. Kaya po ngayon, na alam po natin aalis na po ang Santo Papa ay ang lungkot po ng mga tao para po ang feeling po natin ay limang araw po na nagsaya po tayo ngayon ay iiwan na po tayo ng Santo Papa.
Oo, it's like you know, when the Pope arrived, we all realized what was really important in life, no? It's not what we have here on this earth that counts because all of that isn't important in the afterlife, which is really what we are all here for, and that is the message that the Pope brought with him again. Lahat po ng matataas na opisyalis dito sa ating bansa, kay mayaman ka, kay mahirap, lahat tayo talagang pantay-pantay. At yung Pangulo, we just heard, no? Ang Pangulo ay nakarating na ho sa Old Mia para ho batiin ang ating mahal na Papa pagdating ho nila doon.
At nakadaan lang po yung security po ng Popobile. So inakasama po natin in a few seconds po ay makikita po natin. Ngayon po nakikita niyo po sa screen niyo ay ang presidente po ng Pilipinas, si President Fidel Ramos at ang kanyang may bahay, si Ginang Amelita Ramos.
Kasama ho ng party na papunta na ho ngayon sa airport ay yung mga kardinal na nandito ho nanirahan sa Hyatt, no? Kung nasaan kami nung entire 5-day stay ng papal visit. Dahil kasama ho sila sa papal visit na aalis ngayon.
I believe, Marga, dito sa Hyatt Hotel, no? Meron ding mga naka-check-in ng mga delegates from the World Youth Day. Dito din nag-stay ang mga ang media, no? Nakasama sa entourage ni Pope John Paul II.
At kasama din natin sa airport ngayon ng mga government officials tulad ni Secretary Juan Flavier, si Vice President Joseph Estrada ay nandun uli. Nandun din siya nung arrival, nandun din uli siya ngayon nung departure. Eto ho, at ang mga tao lahat ay nasa island na, parating na ho ang security ng papal motorcade. At mukhang nandito na po ang Popobile palapit ng palapit dito sa atin at kumakaway na po ang mga tao. Kung mapapansin nyo ho, hindi ho sila nag-cheer at medyo malungkot na dito at medyo nag-iiyakan na po ang mga tao. And instead of John Paul II, we love you, medyo ang nararamdaman yata John Paul II, we will miss you. Eto na po ang Popobile, medyo mabilis-bilis ang takbo. Kaway ng kaway pa rin ho ang mga tao. Mukhang malungkot din ho ang mahal na Papa.
Dadala po kami ng devotion po dito sa Ross Boulevard. Nakadaan lang po ng Popobile nulan ang Santo Papa. Papunta po siya sa Mia kung saan siya ay sasakay sa PAL flight papuntang Moresby, Papua New Guinea. tumatawid na ho ang mga tao dito. Mukhang gusto pa nilang humabol ho dun sa Menayong Pilipino at hahabol po ho ata sa May Airport. Doon na po tayo sa Chateau, kina Veronica at Tony.
Okay, mula dito sa Chateau de Bay sa Rojas Boulevard, natatanaw natin ang convoy ng ating mahal na Papa. At marami na ring tao dito sa kahabaan ng Rojas Boulevard at ang iba ay nasa gitna na nga ng daan dahil kanina pa nga sila palipat-lipat. Yung iba nasa island na at pinayagan na rin ng mga pulis na magstay sa island itong ating mga kababayan. At eto na ho, nakikita na natin, padating na ang convoy ng ating mahal na Santo Papa. At magmula pa kanina ay isang military chopper ang nagpapaikot-ikot sa himpapawid dito sa himpapawid ng Rojas Boulevard para siguraduhin na walang banta o walang masamang mangyari sa ating mahal na Pope John Paul II.
Alam mo, Nikki, karamihan sa mga tao nandito sa Rojas Boulevard ngayon ay yung mga nakatira sa likod ng Baclaran Church. Yung mga devotees na devotees dahil may misa in 6 o'clock in the morning up to 9 o'clock in the evening. At yung mga makapal na tao nakikita natin ay yung mga nanggagaling sa slum area sa Rojas Boulevard. So yun ang pinakamalaking crowd dito sa area natin sa Chateau.
Okay, pero mapapansin natin na kumpara dun sa first day na kanyang arrival hindi masyadong, bagamat marami na rin ito, hindi kasi dami ng first day, dahil nung first day talagang siksikan sila dyan sa kahabaan ng Rojas Boulevard. Ngayon bagamat marami sila, hindi kasi dami nung first day na arrival ng ating Papa.
Nung Webes nung dumating ang Papa ay actually yung mga old government workers halos walang pasok sila kaya nagsitagsaan dito. Wala pa rin pasok ang mga estudyante pero sa ngayon yung iba hindi na nakapunta dahil during weekends maraming mga gatherings at maraming nakikita sa Papa.
That's right. At nakita natin itong mga ating mamamayan dito. Ating mga kababayan ay nag-cheer na rin at andun na nga sila sa gitna ng daan, hinihintay na nila ang pagdaan ng ating mahal na Santo Papa.
At mapapansin natin na yung mga sasakyan ay halos the 3 lanes of Rojas Boulevard, wala nang mga sasakyan at yung mga private motorists ay tumigil na sa kanilang pagtakbo sa Rojas Boulevard upang mawitness ang pagdaan ng Papa, Santo Papa.
Okay, so ayan ho at hinihintay natin ang pagdaan ng ating mahal na Santo Papa. At alam mo, Tony, talagay ko iba't ibang impact ang na feel ng ating mga kababayan sa pagdalaw dito ng ating mahal na Papa.
Alam mo, napapansin ko lang lumabas ang Papa sa Papa, malungkot na malungkot. At ang tayo ding mga Pilipino ay malungkot sa kanyang pag-alis. It's only in the Philippines that we give the Pope such proud, mammoth crowd. Only in the Philippines or in his native Poland.
Sabi nga nila, this is the biggest crowd ever to welcome the Pope, especially dito sa this part of the country, this part of the world. At makikita natin na itong mga tao dito, hindi kasing sigla nung compared to the first day, dahil malungkot din sila. Alam nilang aalis ng ating mahal na Papa. At makikita mo nakabakas din sa mukha ng ating mahal na Pope John Paul II na nalulungkot din siya. Nakikita niya na dahil nalulungkot din ang ating mga mamamayan, pati siya nalulungkot.
Alam mo, Nikki, yung schedule ng Papa sa Roma at saka ang schedule sa Pilipinas halos magkapreho. Alam mo, sa Taft Avenue, gumigising siya ng alas 5 ng umaga. Tapos natutulog siya halos midnight. Ito rin ang schedule niya sa Roma, very hectic. Dahil pagising niya alas 5, natutulog siya ng alas 12. Pag breakfast time na, magkakaroon siya ng working breakfast. Pagkatapos nun, nakikipagkita sa mga visitors niya, including state guests, kasama na din ibang Pilipino. Pagkatapos nun, pag dinner na, meron pa rin siyang working visit.
At mapapansin natin na kahit na 74 years old na siya, tsaka even after that hip surgery, he's still trying his very best na mabisita yung lahat ng mga bansa na sa kanyang palagay ay dapat niyang puntahan para maibalita ang magandang, ang good news sa mga tao.
Alam mo, Nikki, sinasabi ng mga tao palagi pag nagdadaan ng Papa, we love you and we'll miss you. At ang sinasagot ng Papa ay, till we meet again.
Okay, napag-alaman natin, Tony, na nagre-route
nagre-route ang convoy ng ating mahal na Papa. Nasa Magallanes na ho siya. And this is probably because of security reasons. Kaya nire-route ho ang route ng ating mahal na Papa. Kaya sa mga nag-aabang ho dyan sa Ross Boulevard, we are very sorry that the Pope will not be passing this way dahil siguro na nga nag-security, aerial security sweep dito at nakita na it would not be very good for the Pope to be passing this way. We don't really know for sure the reason at this point, pero nire-route na ho ang convoy ng Papa. Nasa Magallanes na ho siya at this point.
Napansin ko yung mga tao nung nawala ang ruta ng Papa dito sa area natin. Nagsitakbuhan sila lahat, tumakbo sa may area kung nasa ng Papa. Talagang bilis ng takbo nila para ma-bless sila at makita nila sa huling sandali ang Papa.
Yes. Okay, now...
At Tanko with the 5 o'clock edition of GMA News Live. The Presidential Security Group today expressed its apologies to the public for diverting the papal convoy from original route to the Villamor Air Base. Thousands of people who gathered at the elliptical and airport roads to catch a last glimpse of Pope John Paul II were greatly disappointed when the entourage turned instead into Villamor Air Base. PSG Commander Brigadier General Leo Alves said it was a security precaution that forced them to take another route from the Apostolic Nunciature to the Old Via, much against the wishes of the Holy Father. Alves revealed police operations were conducted against suspected terrorists as early as the second day of the Pope's visit. He, however, refused to say if they had made arrests, but admitted that a complete route map of the papal convoy from day 1 to day 5 has been discovered. The map also contained classified information on the Pope's movement during his visit in the Philippines. It took the PSG 1 year to prepare security plans. Please stay with us for more of That's Entertainment. GMA News Live will return at 6.
Pag-alis ng ating kabanal-banalang Santo Papa.
At nakita nyo naman, no, kasi sa mga... ngayon, no, siguro nandun ta si Vantage Point na nandun si John Susi ngayon.
Ang ating radio reporter sa DCWB, John Susi Kamen.
Roger, dito sa loob ng Villamor Air Base, patuloy ang paglabasan. Napakaraming mga motorcycle escort na lumalabas patungong Villamor Air Base para harangan lahat ng mga posibleng ruta na mag-intersect sa dadaanan ng Papa mula dyan sa Magallanes Interchange. Nandito ako mismo sa gate ng Villamor Air Base at ngayon, pagkakataon na ito, Bobby, ay tanong pakiusap at away ang gawin ko ngayon. Talagang ayaw na nila magpapasok kahit ng official vehicle. At siguro ang dahilan na dinahan dito sa Villamor Air Base ang Papa is dahil nga siguro nga para talagang 100% sigurado ang seguridad niya. Harang na itong Villamor Air Base. Ewan ko kinalalagyan ni Narado ng motorcycle kasabay sila ng Papa, Babi.
Stand by, Mike, and Rado. Come in, please, Rado.
Okay, kabuntot nga kami nitong nasabing entourage at nakikita na natin na pumasok na itong
Saan pumasok ang entourage ng Papa?
dito ito, Babi, sa gate 3 nitong Villamor Air Base na katapat nitong Port Bonifacio. Sa kasalukuyan ay nandun na at ito medyo nag-clog up itong trapiko nga o itong convoy ng Papa sa dahilang medyo maliit yung karsada, Babi, na pataas dito sa area na ito ng papasok sa main gate nitong Villamor Air Base.
Okay, ibato natin kay Ira.
Nandito na.
Okay, Mike?
Nandito na. Dose-dosena ang mga motorcycle escort ang nandito. Takbuhan ng mga tao mula dito sa may flyover na Villamor Air Base patungong Fort Bonifacio. Takbuhan ng mga tao, babaan sa sasakyan. Nung kanilang nalaman na dadaan dito ang Pope Mobile, umaakyat na ng approach na punta sa gate ng Villamor Air Base. Mabagal ang takbo. Itong Pope Mobile, kitang-kita ko na ngayon ang Papa. Huling pagkakataon ko nang makikita ang Papa, Babi, dumadaan na sa harap ko, mga 20 kilometers per hour. Nakangiti ang mga security, Babi. Nakangiti ang mga taga-PSG. Nakikita ko si ito, Babet Alvarez ba ito, pangalan nito? Kumakuha yung Papa at in a few minutes, ilang metro na lang, papasok na ito ng gate ng Villamor Air Base. Kumanda na kayo dyan, Susan Enriquez, sapagkat tuloy-tuloy na ito sa tarmac. Hindi na ito dadaan ang tramo, hindi na lalabas ito ng Villamor Air Base. Pumasok problema ng gate ng Villamor Air Base, Bobby, ang Papa.
Refused to give other details, saying the matter is now with higher authorities. More news to come when
Diretso siya, diretso ito, papasok hanggang doon sa may loob ng Villamor Air Base. Bagal, napakabagal na takbo ng motorcade ngayon ng Papa, Bobby. Mga hindi lalampas ito ng 20 kilometers per hour at sa loob lamang ng ilang saglit ay ito.
Ayun na, come in. Yes,
Yes, Bobby. At hinahabol nga natin itong convoy, nitong si Pope John Paul II. Nandito pa lang tayo, dito sa may ibaba ng gate ng Villamor Air Base.
Sino mas malapit sa inyo? Si Rado, ikaw?
Si Rado, ang sa unahan ko. Bigay mo natin kay Rado, Bobby.
Okay, go ahead. Rado, go ahead.
Okay, Bob. At nasa loob na mismo nitong Villamor Air Base, itong entourage nitong Papa. At tayo naman ay kasalukuyang papasok pa rin. Papasok pa rin ka tayo ngayon dito sa gate mismo nitong Villamor Air Base. At nakikita na rin natin yung unahan ng entourage nito na malapit na ito dito sa may area na kung saan ay nakahimpil nga itong maraming aeroplano pa rin ng Philippine Air Force. At dito ay maaaring papasok ito sa may base operation na nilusot na ito pati doon sa tarmac. Ang dami nga ng tao na rin na nagtatrabaho, particular dito sa loob ng Villamor Air Base ay naglabasan at tumatalo pa ito dito sa karsada. Ito yung sa dahilan na mga halos nga lahat nitong mga nag-opisina dito sa loob nitong Villamor Air Base ay naglabasan na ito. At ayun, nakikita na natin yung unahan nito, pumapasok na ito dito nga sa may area na kung saan karamihan dito sa mga aeroplano o ito sa may hangar nitong Villamor Air Base ay papasok na ito, papasok na. Ang tao naman ay hindi rin magkamayaw dito sa loob mismo nitong Villamor Air Base at halos lahat ng nakatira dito, mga trabahador ay naglabasan ito dito sa malaking kalye na ito. Ito upang makita nga yung Papa na paalis na rin patungo dito sa Port Morris Bay. Yung ating kasama si Susan Enriquez at saka itong si...
Okay, wait. Stand by ka. At tingnan natin si Susan Enriquez sa Old Mia. Susan, coming Susan?
Yes, okay. Maraming salamat, Bobby. Dito sa ating lalagyan, natatanaw na natin itong mga escorts, itong motorcycle escorts nitong si Pope John Paul II. Medyo malayo pa tayo pero tanaw na natin kung gaano kabilis itong mga motorcycle escorts nitong si Pope John Paul II na dyan dumaan sa may bahagi ng kalayaan nitong Villamor Air Base. At sa ngayon, ito, tanaw ko na, no? Hindi ko lang ma-picture talaga kung kung gaano karami itong...
Nakatuntong ka, ha?
Oo, nakatuntong ako sa isang medyo mataas na platform dahil medyo maliit ako, hindi ko matatanaw yan.
Mukhang dyan sa Old Mia, mukhang in place na itong mga tao, no?
Ito si Pangulong Ramos, ito, katabi niya, itong si Defense Secretary Renato de Villa. Bagya lang sila lumayo doon sa hagdan na itatapat doon sa Pope Mobile, pero handang-handa sila dito. Medyo nagkakaroon ng bagyang pag-uusap. Ito si...
Dapat ulit, malayo pa sa iyo, dapat ulit kay Rado Anakay. Rado, back to you, Rado!
Okay, Bobby, yung buong entourage nga nitong si Pope John Paul II ay pumasok na ito dito sa may Kalayaan Hall na kung saan ay dito maaaring itatransport naman ito patungo nga doon sa kanyang area o dito sa aeroplano naghihintay sa kanya. Ito isang Airbus 300 na kung saan ay meron itong special flight na Philippine 2000. At ayan, nakikita na rin natin na dito nga sa paliparan mismo.
Okay, malapit na dyan sa Mia mismo at nagkakawayan ng mga tao. Balik ko kay Susan Enriquez. Rado, back to you, Susan.
Yes, Badamat, medyo malayo pa sa atin. Pero natatanaw ko na itong close mobile. Natatanaw ko na ito at itong...
meron din ba mga estudyante dyan?
Meron mga estudyante dito, Bob. Ito yung nagmula sa limang paaralan. Suot nila yung kanilang mga uniforms at may hawak silang mga bandilang kulay dilaw, kulay puti at kulay pink. So ngayon, habang tinutugtog itong isang awiting pang...
There is the convoy of the Pope. My God, he must have been traveling in quite a fast clip. I was timing it. This is less than 25 minutes after he left in Unsure. He took the same route as the President Ramos did through Villamor, and I can only understand, but I cannot explain the frustration felt by the thousands of people lined up along the expected route. And
Jewel, we were talking about why does it look like mas kasing dami yung tao na nakahilera ngayon sa mga kalye. Siguro dala na rin ito ng frustration nila kahapon dahil nag-aabang nga sila sa Rojas at dahil sa kakapal ng tao, hindi nga nagsasakyan, nag-vote mobile ang ating mahal na Santo Papa. Yan po ay siguro isang kadahilanan lamang at the same time, marami rin sa kanila ang nalulungkot ngayon. We cannot help but feel really sad now that the Pope is going to be leaving us in a matter of, what, 30 minutes?
Yes, actually he's got, if he's scheduled to leave at 9:55, so it's, mga 30 minutes. So ito na po sila, and it's a long convoy, and siguro, this must have been the same clip speed that they flied from the point na nag-turn up sila from the normal route, and you can see the people here running out of their so-called sheep holes where they're supposed to stay.
That's right.
But then again, that's understandable. No effort by the security to stop them, at least not yet.
I wonder what the Pope himself is feeling at this moment. Kahapon kasi, noong sa closing liturgy dito sa Luneta, tapos na yung celebration ng misa, pero ayaw pang umalis ng ating mahal na Santo Papa sa entablado. Para bang muli pa niyang binibigyan ng isa pang mahabang tingin ng mga taong nandoon, yung mga kabataan. And he mentioned special youth who came from Sarajevo and people who have come from the areas in the world.
Angelique, tingnan mo, yan, they slowed down. Now, the convoy has slowed down.
Yes.
Buenas naman ng mga airport technicians doon, dumaan sa kanila o mga 5 feet away. There's the Pope Mobile. They're gonna pass that to the right side of the plane. As I said, the same route President Ramos took. At iikot po yan dyan. Nako, I don't know. Siguro yung mga tao sa Rojas, I'm sure they're not aware of all this. I mean, there's no way of making them aware of this last-minute change, di ba?
Yes, that's right. But at the same time, we had a file of PNP officers who went to the cordon, they cordoned off the crowd to make sure that nobody will rush into the entourage, the line of cars that are following the Pope Mobile.
Angelique, I've been holding back to venture an explanation, pero maybe it's almost safe to say na hindi decision ni Pope yan,
I doubt it very much.
It's just got to be done.
Alam mo, I think if he would have it his way, he would like to follow kung ano yung pinaghandaan, dahil alam niya talaga na maraming nag-aabang sa kanya, dahil mahal na mahal nga siya ng tao, at ganun din niya kamahal ang mga Pilipino.
So at this point, Jessica, can you see the Pope Mobile? It's headed towards you now.
Roger Bote, Roger June, and Angelique, it's headed towards dito sa stage, kung saan nag-aantay ang party ni Presidente Ramos, at kaharap ko naman ang mga dignitaries, ang mga miyembro ng diplomatic corps. Alam mo, ang tinitignan ko dito sa aking kinaroroonan na yung facial expression ng mga tao habang nagwawagayway sila ng mga maliliit na flags na kulay yellow and puti, natutuwa, pero yung iba talaga halatang-halata mong hino-hold back nila yung pagkalungkot at yung tears dahil talagang marami sa kanila ang nalulungkot at papalis na mahal na Santo Papa. What is the face of Jessica? Can you describe to us the face of our Holiness, His Holiness Pope John Paul II? Mukha ba siyang masaya, malungkot? Ang sa palagay mo? Yes, he's always smiling. Ganun pa rin. He looks more rested than when he first arrived. Ngayon pababa siya sa kanyang Pope Mobile. And in a short while, we expect the departure ceremonies to start, basically, pareho rin nung arrival ceremonies. Merong cordon honors, merong departure speech ang mahal na Santo Papa, merong remarks ang Pangulong Ramos, and then briefly after that, merong reception line, tapos papaakyat na ng eroplano ang mahal na Santo Papa. We don't know how he will climb the stairs yet, although nakita ko kanina yung medyo elevated platform na pwedeng tumaas o pwedeng bumaba for him, the same platform that he used in Luneta.
Kumusta ang security dyan, Jessica, as of now?
Very, very tight, June. Nagkalat ang mga
DSG at they're making sure na maski na masaya yung mood dito, medyo festive, they're making sure na walang mag-cross ng lines, walang lumabas dun sa mga cordoned off areas.
Jessica,
Yes,
yung kayang very tight na yan, very tight pa rin yan pag papunta na sa aeroplano si Pope?
I'm sure, every step of the way, tight yan. Merong mga special passes na naka-assign para lang doon sa mga pwede dito sa tarmac. No?
No, what I'm driving at is that siguro ganun din ang arrangements in day one until, he went astray and you know what happened.
Yes, that's right. We don't know what to expect dahil alam mo naman si Mahal na Santo Papa, he does what he wants to do, no? Giving security men nightmares, katulad ng ginawa niya nung kanyang pagdating, na bigla na lang siyang pumunta doon sa area ng mga dancers. So he's now at the stage, kasama niya doon si Pangulong Ramos.
I can understand, Jessica, you must be competing very hard with the loudspeakers there.
That's right. Dala-dalawa ang headphones ko dito dahil ang hirap marinig yung nangyayari, ang annotation nyo. Ayun.
Alam mo, from where we are, wala nang taong nakaupo. Lahat sila ay nakatayo na sa kanilang mga silya para makita ang kinaroroonan ng ating mga Santo Papa.
Ano man tawag yun sa little flag niya? It's got the Vatican seal, Vatican
right.
colors,
Yes,
white and
and
yellow.
With the seal of the Pope. Once again, we're hearing calls for people to sit down. I don't know if they're going to follow that.
They're sitting down,
Okay, there are a few people.
The President is about to speak. Angelique and Drew.
Okay, Jeff.
Your Holiness, Pope John Paul II, Your Eminences, the Cardinals, and the other leaders of the religious, other special guests, fellow workers in government, mga mahal na kapatid at mga kababayan, ladies and gentlemen, Your Holiness, I do not have to tell you of how much your visit has inspired the Filipino people, 65 million of us. You have filled our hearts to overflowing. You have seen. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Salamat po. Thank you very much. Mr. President, dear Filipino friends, my pastoral visit to the beautiful Philippines is now at an end. I wish to thank everyone for the warm and graciousness of the hospitality I have received from the first moment of my arrival. In a special way, I am grateful to His Excellency President Ramos and the members of the government for their close participation in each stage of the visit. I cordially thank Cardinal Sin and Cardinal Vidal and all my brother bishops and their collaborators for making my pilgrimage to the church in these islands such a fruitful and joyful celebration of our faith in Jesus Christ. I thank everyone who took part in the masses and other events, those who organized them, those who maintained order and security, those who have worked to broadcast and televise the events, those who in any way serve the needs of so many pilgrims. May God reward each one of you. With particular affection, I say thank you to the young people who have been the main actors in the 10th World Youth Day. How can we explain or measure the mysterious working of divine grace in so many generous young hearts? The Lord described the kingdom as a seed which a man sowed and which then produced a rich harvest. Here, the seed had already fallen on rich soil. Many people, parents, teachers, catechists, religious priests have kept watch over the seed of faith and helped it grow. And God gives the increase. How far will it grow? How wide will it spread from here to the immense human geography of Asia? This is the challenge and the task which the young people of the World Youth Day and the whole church in the Philippines have taken up and will carry into the next century and next millennium. All of this fills my heart with gratitude and joy. I will continue to have boundless hope in the youth of the Philippines and of the world. Christ is working through them for a new springtime of Christianity in this continent. We see the early stages of the planting. Others will rejoice in the rich harvest. I take with me 1,000 images of the Filipino people. I know you desire for greater justice and a better life for yourselves and your children. No one can underestimate the difficulties you face and the hard work that lies ahead. Above all, no one should pull back from the great amount of real and effective solidarity, a new solidarity between individuals, in families, and throughout the society. There has to be progress in sharing. There has to be a renewed sense of responsibility of everyone for everyone. We are, each of us, our brother's keeper. May God help you to follow the path you have already begun towards a continuing development that preserves and promotes the true values of your Filipino culture. My parting wish can be none other than the one of expressed for you when I came here almost 14 years ago. May you always enjoy peace in your hearts and in your homes. May justice and freedom reign throughout your land. May your families be faithful forever, united in joy and love. May God bless you all. God bless the Philippines. Mabuhay! Feels so well in the Philippines that he looks another opportunity perhaps to return. I don't know how. To see you again. To see you again. Thank you very much.